Every old RV has a few quirks, and Harvey, he's practically a full-time project with his own personality.
This is the big project.
We tackled a little bit of everything this time. Valve cover gaskets, a transmission cooler, a new bedroom ceiling, sliding shelves, and even a hand-sewn doghouse cover to finish it off.
We're not afraid of it. It looks like you were murdered.
So stay tuned. We'll fill you in on the ambulance story from last week and see if these upgrades are enough to get Harvey rolling for our upcoming camping trip.
Is being terrified too strong of a word? Hey, we're back. And guess who else is back? Our trusty old friend Harvey, the 1976 Dodge Cruiser that we purchased for $1,000 a couple years ago and mostly redid.
Yeah, so summer has gone by way too fast, and we're just thinking if we don't get Harvey on the road now, it might be next spring or summer until we have a chance. So we're going in a few days. We've got a trip planned, and there's a few things we need to do to old Harvey before we're ready to camp in him again.
So in this video, there's a couple mechanical issues I want to take care of. Harvey leaks oil pretty bad out of the valve covers. I got new valve covers and gaskets. I want to add a transmission cooler, and there's an ignition wire that I really want to get swapped out.
Yeah, that thing's been giving us a hard time. There's some things on the inside too that need to be done. The ceiling's kind of coming down. There's a few other things. So we don't have a lot of time, so let's get after it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so before we had a little mice action. Now it sounds like crickets have invaded the place. But
That smoke detector's gone DEFCON 5 on us.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, who put it up there?
You did, I think. All right, we're going to have to deal with this. We'll be right back. Right. Who knew the Paco would fail us? But anyway, we got that taken care of. This is the big project. We'll get the lights on in here in just a second, but just to go over what's happening up here, the ceiling that we installed looks beautiful. From here, there's a seam back because the ceiling is smooth, just regular paneling. Up front here, it is the plastic kind of textured stuff, and it just did not stick to that. So our original plan was take a sander, sand all that somewhat smooth, and then reapply it, and we're still not confident that that's going to work. So we got our creative juices flowing, and I think we have an awesome new idea. It's going to make this just a cozy little sleeping nook that hopefully we won't have to deal with the ceiling ever again.
I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Yeah. A couple other things we're hoping to tackle before we go. We made these sweet curtains for the side windows, but the front and back have angled walls, so there's nothing currently for these. So when we're sleeping up here at night, it's a little bit lack of privacy there. And then same thing with the back window. We'll need to create something for that. We also very much hate this ladder, so we're hoping to replace it. The bottom is also not cut at the right angle. This was the way it was when we got it. Someone just lopped it flat. So it is going to dig into our floor and ruin it if we're not careful. So we're hoping to replace the ladder. And then we have another little area over here that, you know, from here looks great. And we always intended to do something here and we didn't, but this is our gray water line. This is our big battery power cable, and the side of this cabinet never got any love. So I don't know if that's showed up in our other videos. Maybe we've been keeping it a little bit of a secret, but we're going to address this and put in some storage there too. We also have this doghouse, which we repaired. I mean, it was shattered pretty bad. We used some body filler and stuff, but with this flash on especially, you can see like it's pretty wild. So we're gonna do a sweet little cover that goes around that, and some just decor, some little, you know, jazz it up a little bit.
All right. If you haven't seen Harvey before, go out and check our other videos. We've done a whole series from start to finish on Harvey, what it looked like initially when we bought it up until the present time, and it's really come a long way. There's a few more things that could use some attention, but we're on the right track.
All right, before Tyler gets his hands all covered in oil, he's going to help me get this mattress down so I can start work on the ceiling.
Okay.
All right, now going back.
Right, here's the nerve-wracking part. No, it's not
So we
too
do
bad.
have a seam right here that goes from the flat paneling to the ridgy stuff. And we'll wind up putting a piece of trim there if this all goes according to plan. And then doing our fancy ceiling beyond that.
Wow, if I could cut a straight line, that would be helpful probably. Oh my gosh. Good. Okay. All right. No holes in the screen this time. Or no more holes. I tell you, when the paper's down like this, it does make good fly paper.
Yeah, there's a lot of bugs on it.
So step one in getting the valve covers out of here and replaced is going to get this doghouse out of here. And just a couple clips, a wire, and it should just come free. There's not a whole lot of space up here, so maneuvering this is not exactly what you would call easy, but we will make it work. We've only done it 100 times.
I know. It feels like we take it apart more than we put it back together.
Okay, all right.
Somehow.
Coming up and out. Okay. Oh, what do you see? Oh, look at that. Well,
She's a beaut.
some leaves and junk in there.
I don't think it looks bad at all.
All right. So as much as Christy likes working on the house side of the camper, it doesn't matter unless you can get there. And so you need a reliable engine. This one happens to leak a little bit of oil, not a huge deal, but it is big, stinky, and it leaves a mess, you know, wherever you go. So I'm gonna get these valve covers off of here. I've got new valve covers and gaskets. Should be 6 bolts on either side, a couple of hoses, and we'll get that apart and get the new ones on there.
Are they blue?
No, I've got a surprise.
Oh, okay. While Tyler's busy mechanicking, I'm gonna get started on Ceiling 2.0, and it involves these boards that we just picked up from the store. So what we have here are Grado Premium Knotty Pine. They are a little bit tongue and grooved, and I'm gonna start painting these bad boys.
You got the valve covers off. So the issue was this edge along here. When you bolt these down, some people have a tendency to put a little too much torque to them and it warps them. I tried to straighten them and I used these new gaskets, but I still didn't have much success. Everything under here looks clean and intact on both sides. I got them both off. The other thing I want to do is reuse our valve cover bolts. So I'm heating up the ultrasonic parts cleaner. So in the meantime, before I drop those in there, I want to get to this ignition wire. And this ignition wire is a notorious problem on Dodge vehicles, and anybody that has owned a Dodge in the past and has burnt one to the ground would probably recognize this as being the culprit. This wire is a really thin, like spaghetti noodle, and I'm going to upgrade that. This is the one I originally did when we were kind of working on the van to begin with, but I'm not satisfied with it and I don't want to burn things to the ground. So you can see that it's a pretty rotten connection there. I'm going to change it to a larger gauge wire, and also I think I might take it all the way into the cab and eliminate this bulkhead connection here. So that's my next project. So I've made some progress with our ignition wire. It was a bugger. Let me show you what I did. This is inside the cab. That's the ignition wire. I can't even get my hand up in there, but you can see part of that bulkhead from the back side. Getting that thing out of from this side was a challenge. So anyway, I'm going to cut the end off of this, run another wire through. I'll probably give myself some additional length there and splice all that together with a heavier gauge wire, and then we'll be back in business. So here's our new wire spliced. I'll pull just a little bit of slack back through into the battery compartment there, and then we should be good to go. Jack, my trusty sidekick and apprentice, decided to join me while I'm cleaning up the bolts to get it ready for the paint to put the valve covers back on. I'm going to have Jack go ahead and take off the grill, the bezels around the headlights, the parking lights, so we can get ready to put our trans cooler location, try to find that and get it in place. So Jack, I'm going to get you a screwdriver and maybe a wrench, and you should be good.
Okay.
Okay, while they work on that, I'm gonna get back to work over here. I've got all of these paneling pieces painted. You can see they're not very thick, they're very light. I did green, white, and then 2 different colors of stain. It's a multi-step process, so I'm gonna get on to step 2, which is sanding. Jack and I just did a sanding of each of these colors. Some of them we took a little more off than others. We are going for the distressed look. Seems to be a look that is fitting for Harvey. Now, if it was the Holiday Rambler here, Ladybird, she's a little fancier. We might not do this distressed look, but for Harvey, he can pull it off, and I think it's gonna fit right in. So the third step in this is we're gonna take our 2 different color stains and go right over the paint. So this color is Spring Oak. It's very orangey, which is gonna fit nice in Harvey. It doesn't look overly orange when it's wiped off, but you can keep going. We'll do all 4 of these in Spring Oak. The other color we're using, I think, is called Early American. So just put a light coat on. I don't wanna let it sit too long because I don't want the colors to really stain up too much, and then wipe it off. We could have really done more to distress these. We've done it before, like bang it with a hammer, hit it with chains, do all that. We didn't want to go too crazy. So we've lost our helper. Jack's moved on to his own projects. So do you want to tell him about your crack, bud?
So I have a headboard in my bedroom.
That is fascinating.
And there's a little crack right behind it, and my stuff falls down in there. So I'm gonna cut this board and make no gap, no crack.
Nice. Are you going to cut off this
The brown
funky
piece.
end?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, good luck. Let us know if you need any help.
Yep.
Yay. All right.
Oh,
So I just
boy.
pulled Tyler away from his duties. And we were actually hoping to maybe cut a corner and leave this shoe molding type of quarter round trim up and just butt up against it. But it was going to look kind of, you know, not the best. So it's coming down. We'll have to put trim up after the fact, as it should be. But we've come this far. I mean, we're not above cutting corners, but...
Hey, you been cutting corners?
Yeah. How is it, bud?
Good.
Good? All right, good luck.
Yep, thank you.
So we're hoping not to break it. But speaking of cutting corners, it is kind of a corner cut that we're not taking this old stuff down and we're just putting new over it. But, you know, when we got this, the front bed had been rebuilt at some point. And we couldn't see any, you know, leaking around. That wood looked solid up there. We did pull it back a little just to see. And more or less, we are just not looking to open a potential can of worms right now. It, I don't know, it feels solid. We have no reason to believe it's not. If we look in there, then we're going to have to maybe address something that we're not prepared to do right now.
Right.
We don't, I mean, it's probably not the right thing, but...
Is being terrified too strong of a word?
It's terrifying. Well, so much for taking it down without breaking it.
Well, it'll be short-lived, yes.
We could glue it.
Whoever put it up here...
Actually, was this its own piece? Oh no, that's a clear crack.
Oh, there's another clear crack.
All right, just smash it all out. It'll go faster.
Wow. Smash it out.
Another potential problem is that it is evident, which we knew, that the boards in the ceiling run this way. But we also want to run our ceiling this way. And we probably shouldn't, and maybe we won't, but we're thinking that's what we want to do. Mostly for aesthetics. But we're going to run into problems possibly because we'll be able to nail here, 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 here. The boards are tongue and groove, and we're going to use liquid nails. So as long as the liquid nails adheres to that, oh, what is it called? That PVC paneling stuff. We should have no problems. We're also going to use brads. But if it doesn't seem like it's going to stick, we'll switch up the plan and we'll go this way. The issue we might run into with that is it rounds down in the front. So going this way, we can do much better with the roundy bit. Are you on the last bit?
Yeah. Here's poop in your eyes.
Ant poop. She sounds delightful.
What?
Old ant poop in your eyes. Married to old Uncle Pee in your...
Oh, gross. What is wrong with you?
It's your family.
Oh, dang that.
I can't believe you're not going to make one stud finder joke.
I'm not.
Are you even a dad?
Right? Oh, geez.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, we don't know what's up there, but the stud finder is not exactly what you would call reliable.
I think it's doing okay.
Okay, so you think there's wood here?
I don't know.
I mean, it's got to be where the screws are, right? See, what are you saying about the construction?
To be fair, we did gut the whole rest of this. New wood, new insulation. Go back and check out those videos. We're not afraid of it, but like right now we want to use Harvey and we don't want to tear apart the whole bed if we don't have to. We're basically ready to put the boards up on the ceiling, but Tyler can't wait to show me the new and improved valve covers.
Yeah, the bolts are still drying, so that's got to take a minute. I ordered this from Summit Racing, and it's supposed to be exactly what I needed, but we will see.
Boss, I hate to tell you this.
Some Edelbrock.
Oh.
Ooh. And it has some valve cover gaskets in there too.
So hopefully that fixes the problem.
Well, let's hope.
Wow. And excited.
Are you? I am. Doesn't it look nice? It's got the classic white.
Yeah.
Man.
I love it.
With the air cleaner that's already black, I think these will be a nice addition. And metal.
Wait, did they make ones not metal?
Technically, no. So this one's stamped steel, though.
Oh.
You could have got aluminum, but I didn't want to go that route.
Also a metal.
Got our liquid nails. We've got a brad gun. We're ready to install our first couple of rows.
So Tyler's gonna be up here. I'm gonna be out here on the saw. We got all of our boards ready to go.
You should not leave me by myself.
And hopefully I'll be able to hand them through this window so I don't have to keep walking around. But you ready?
Well, I mean, I'm a little nervous about it.
This one was it Fuse It Max?
Super old 5000. Why is it
We
not?
just weren't sure what would stick to that, and this one said sticks to most things, so.
Okay, there we go. How's that?
So we're using 1.5 brads, which we're trusting
Doesn't go through the ceiling?
don't go through the roof. Yeah.
the
Can
roof.
you imagine if we put 96,000 holes in our roof right now?
I could imagine. Oh. This is the best. Okay.
This is gonna be good.
This is gonna be great.
So we worked on the ceiling last night as late as we could. We had the saw outside. We were afraid the neighbors were gonna get a little upset, but we made it past the window. That was a big milestone. We're over halfway. Tyler's neck gave out.
I'll never recover.
And so we had to stop, but we're gonna keep going on that. We're excited with how it looks, and it's smooth sailing from here on out, we'll assume.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, so we're excited to show you the finished product there at the end. And I've got a lot more to do inside, but Tyler can't wait to show me these valve covers, which
I may have overpromised or
sound amazing.
underdelivered. Since I unboxed it yesterday, never had opened it up until that point. The only problem that I foresee is this has a breather on it, which is great. This only has a provision for either an oil fill or a PCV valve. The old valve covers obviously had the two things on there. So what I did was make an executive decision. From here on out, no more oil changes.
Logical.
No, what we'll wind up doing, I'm going to go ahead and put the PCV valve in, and then if we have to add a quart of oil or do an oil change eventually, we'll just have to pull the doghouse back and do it that way. I mean, it's
So
not
you
the end
don't
of the
want to
world.
put a hole in it, another hole?
The only problem with putting a hole in it, it's got this baffle in the bottom of it, and
let's see.
so this baffle, you can see it's not too far away from the script there, so it would have to be in a real sweet spot, which is possible to do, but the other, I guess, issue would be that oil fill neck there is a little bit larger size than the one that's on here currently. I would have to open that up some more and then add a second hole for the PCV valve. I don't have time for all that.
I mean, it doesn't sound like the biggest deal to pull the doghouse and
Exactly.
Fill it up.
You just get a funnel, you fill it up, it's good to go.
perfect. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Because we are not able to shut our door currently. Last night we're like, all right, let's close it up. Yeah, well, it's out of commission right now. So, you know, we don't want any bandits getting in here.
Bandits. Not really much to show here. I've got my new gasket. I've cleaned off the old gasket material. I actually used a little RTV on the old one there because I had so many oil leaks. But I'm going sands free on the RTV this time. So I'm just going to slap this on here, run a few bolts in, go to the other side, repeat, and we'll show you what the finished product looks like.
What is sands free?
Because, you know, it seems kind of redundant.
Does sands mean free?
Yeah.
Without?
Yeah.
Sands without RTV.
Okay.
All right, I just finished putting the spark plug wires on, a couple zip ties to keep them in place. That looks pretty good. Let me walk around to the other side. Oh yeah, Vic Edelbrock would be so proud. All right, now we're gonna see what Christy's up to. Ooh, what is this?
I just finished building a luxury bunk ladder.
Did you do that all by yourself?
Yeah, cut it, sanded it. Look it, dadoed.
Really?
I dadoed it. I labeled the pieces.
Dadoed. Oh, what is that box?
What do you mean? All right, so I bought it on Amazon, but we don't have a dado blade. So
Dado, is that Latin?
yeah, probably. Anyway, it looked sturdy. It was not expensive. It's gone together quickly. It's got these fancy rubber feet. I just have to finish bolting on. It should be great. I got a few other Amazon purchases I'm excited about.
Oh boy.
I don't want to give it away, but one word, macrame. The ladder's together. I'm going to throw a quick coat of polyurethane on it just to try to protect it. We did have one small issue. The board that this hangs on in our camper is 1.5 inches. These are only inch. It also came with these really thick L brackets, which we could probably bend, but we have these that we bought a while back for garage storage, and they're rubber coated, so it'll be nice because that goes right up against our mattress. So we're gonna, once we let this dry, we'll get it in there and see if they hook on. I got the ladder drying over here, so I'm gonna go see what Tyler's up to. Hey, hey.
Okay, so the next step is keeping our transmission a little bit cooler, and we've got an external cooler here. When we first got Harvey, this transmission cooler was mounted somewhere on this side here. I don't even remember the orientation, but they had it in there with plumber's tape. I found this in our enclosed trailer that we bought.
The coolest thing anyone has ever seen. Maybe even cooler than macrame. I mean,
I've never seen anything like it, but it is pretty cool. So my thought is, we're going to put this in here, and in about a 30-inch section, we'll have an upper bracket and a lower bracket, and we can attach, in theory, that trans cooler right in this vicinity here.
And it won't block flow.
Correct. It is completely, well, I mean, it's a little dusty right now, but it's completely pass through. Should help keep the transmission cooler and not prevent airflow to the radiator.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. Okay, so we got our transmission cooler mocked into place. I'm using zip ties right now because I don't have bolts for my clamps, but anyway, after I get my bolts, it'll be permanently affixed, and all I have to do now is get my transmission hoses and route them where I want them to go, and we should be in business. All right, Christy's wiping the sweat off of her brow.
I'm working. We've got a lot of projects going on simultaneously. We're hoping it'll all come together very quickly, but I am wrestling this doghouse, this engine cover, and the idea is to kind of roll it on this paper, trace it, and get a rough template of what we're gonna need for a fancy padded, amazing engine cover.
I am glad you were doing this and not me. I'll stick to the transmission cooler.
I know, I'm gonna put my seamstress skills to the test. I'm gonna cut the paper and then I can put it on. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. You have such good ideas.
After a little struggle, I think I have it. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but I got a line on there where I'll end up cutting and then take it in the house and use this to trace out a pattern. So there's a big hump under here, which I'm just gonna probably do a cut there and then try to make it not look weird. I don't know. We'll see.
So Christy and I have been working our butts off these last couple nights. We've got a lot done. The ceiling in the camper is looking great. We've got some trim work to put up, but we want to show you the finished product when we're done with that. Christy has been sewing her little heart out. She's been working on this doghouse cover, and I'm amazed. I mean, frankly, it has turned out awesome.
Wow, here's your Halloween costume. I got mine. I'm gonna be like Cher or something. So, all right, let me set this down and I'll tell you all about what's been going on.
You could either go as Cher or Han Solo.
I feel like a pro wrestler.
So,
all right, here's the doghouse cover. The whole time I was sewing it, I'll show you some of that. I just, like in my head, the whole time I was thinking, how am I gonna explain in the video that this thing didn't work out at all and we scrapped the whole idea. But I think it kind of worked. We're waiting on some Velcro. We're gonna wind up sticking on there with some Velcro. So I did learn something along the way doing this project, and that is save the original whatever carpet or cover that you take off your doghouse to use as a template. And it actually reminded me of way back when we first started on Harvey, and we found the footage, so check it out. Hey, where's the carpet I took off the doghouse?
You were gonna save that?
Yeah, I was gonna keep it as a template to make a new one.
I threw it away. I thought it was garbage.
Here we go. It's not perfect, but based on my skills, it's pretty good.
And based on what it looks like right now.
We're gonna put some Velcro on here, little on these little ridges, some on the back, along the top. The whole thing, basically, Velcro. And then this is gonna go, excuse me, dusty in here, like that.
Wow. I mean, outstanding.
I mean, don't get too close.
No, it's
but
perfect.
Initially, I was like, I'm gonna try to make all these things line up perfect with each other and it'll be seamless. I don't have those skills, but one day maybe I will. But anyway, it fits pretty dang good.
That looks sharp. Christy did such a good job with this. As luck would have it, Joann's was having their clearance sale, and I picked up a lot of denim, so guess who's getting a whole bunch of new jeans? This guy.
We can't get this in yet, though, because someone's valve cover gaskets are still leaking. You want to tell them about that?
Sure. So I got the valve cover swapped out, new gaskets, fired it up, and guess what? Still leaks.
Hey.
What?
Who has two thumbs and tells bad dad jokes?
I don't know. Who? This guy?
Yeah. All right. So what are we doing now?
So I got online and I ordered a different type of gasket. Apparently it's going to be more forgiving for those uneven surfaces. I'm hoping that solves the issue, but obviously it's still ongoing, so we'll pick those up tomorrow and we'll find out. But in the meantime, I have this glorious trans cooler nearly installed. I just have to run my hoses to the transmission lines. We got to start the engine, figure out the flow from the transmission. It should come in the bottom of the transcooler here, come out the top, and then back to the transmission. So,
all right. Sorry, I can't show you. I'm so obsessed with these little Michigans.
Didn't they?
And they're gonna hold it well, right? It's
Man, that thing's rock solid.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we're gonna start it. Can I start it and you be the one to get this stuff shot all over you, or?
Well, I hope it doesn't shoot all over me, but yes, you can start it.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
So Christy's getting in there to start it up.
Well, there's a huge bug over here.
As luck will have it, it'll be too noisy. After she starts it, she won't shut it off, and then we'll just have 18 gallons of trans fluid all over the floor.
Yeah, I'm starting it.
Yeah.
You're gonna say stop.
That's the plan.
Okay, and then I'm gonna stop it.
Okay. So I'm just going to take off the hose clamp here for the trans line and see which way it's flowing. Okay, all right. I think we're ready to start it. Go ahead.
Okay, start it, and
Yeah.
then you better yell loud because this thing is, with no doghouse, I can't hear anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Put it in neutral.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
Okay, turn it off. Oh, man.
Perfect.
Well.
What? It looks like you were murdered.
I feel a little murdered. Oh my gosh.
Babe.
Well, we know which end is the in and out now. Well, we have to clean up the crime scene.
Whoops.
Thank you.
Man, what if that was like blood and I just was like, babe?
My hands were awful close to the pulleys.
That fan is a danger in there.
Yeah. Oh, that was pretty
Wow.
neat.
That's pretty neat.
There's probably different ways to do that. That's the way I did it, and that is the way.
It goes.
Oh, it goes, all right. It's gonna be dripping off of the stinking tie rods forever. We narrowed down which way the flow goes with the trans cooler and the transmission here, so I'm just gonna pull the rest of this apart, cut some hose to length, route it up here to my trans cooler, and then back
So
down.
does it go in the top and out the bottom? Or?
Goes in the bottom and out the top.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
counterintuitive. But all right. Well, Godspeed. And while you do that, I'm going to show what I have had going on over here. But before we get to that, we wanted to break in real quick to give you an update on the ambulance that you saw in last week's video. And we appreciate everyone watching and commenting. We got a ton of comments. There were some things we didn't even think of, like we had mentioned maybe doing a food truck, and people are like buying food out of an ambulance, like germs, and no. So that was interesting. We hadn't considered that. Some people were saying there were clear signs like, don't buy this. The hood ended up getting stuck toward the end. Tyler bashed himself in the face and was bleeding. We didn't show the bulk of the blood flow, but it was there.
It wasn't that gory.
It was pretty gross. Long story short, we actually planned and thought that we would have that ambulance in our driveway right now as we speak.
The seller got the hood unstuck, he lubed it up, not a big deal, okay? So we were able to check the oil and the transmission fluid, and everything seemed to be good. Except there was a coolant leak out of the radiator overflow. He had said he had repaired that, but it popped back up again. Not a huge deal there either. So we decided to buy it. We gave the seller some money for a deposit. He started to write out a receipt, and then Christy said something about, did you check the floorboards? Did you check to see if there was rust or anything underneath there? So I'm like, well, I looked underneath it, but it was very tight space. So I went back over to the truck. And you know, there's rubber matting inside, so it's hard to tell from inside the truck. So I went underneath and I started looking around, and something caught my eye. I could see the jagged edge of some rust. And that rust was the body mount especially on the passenger side. The entire body mount on the underside of the floor had rusted away. And so, just a brief explanation, the frame has kind of a pad, and then there's a hockey puck or some rubber that sits on top of that, and then your floorboard sits on top of that. That floorboard section was entirely gone, and that raised a red flag.
Yeah, so that's when it became super uncomfortable, because he had gone to his vehicle to write the receipt. We're there like, oh my gosh, what do we do? Basically we decided it was kind of a deal breaker at that point. We didn't know enough about what it would take to fix it. We weren't comfortable with going through with the purchase. So we had to tell him, basically, we wanted our deposit back. I don't think he was a huge fan of that decision. We ended up going home empty-handed, and he left it parked out by the road.
We came back home, we did some research just to make sure that there wasn't anything we could do to possibly repair that body mount. Turns out, very hard to find. They don't make reproduction pieces for those, and you would either have to fabricate your own or go to a salvage yard, try to find something, cut it out of another vehicle, splice it in, that sort of thing. One of the other things is, being that it's an ambulance, you're supposed to jack up one side of the cab at a time to replace that sort of thing, so you're not throwing like door gaps and fender gaps out of whack. Being that it's an ambulance, I imagine that whole side would have to come up all together at the same time to replace that piece. And not only was it bad on the passenger side, the driver's side was also rotted, so we would have done both sides, and that is a ginormous project.
Yeah, a little big than we were hoping to get into, really.
A lot bigger. Well, thanks for staying tuned. You know, we're always keeping our eyes out for other unique projects that we're willing to tackle. Now, back to our regular scheduled program.
So our sled to pull heavy things around has been sacrificed, and I'll show you why. I cut 2 pieces, like, whoops, there goes one. So there's one, this one's a lot longer. So the idea with these, they're that corrugated plastic, and we have 2 windows that are at an angle, this front one and the back one. So I'm going to put my sewing skills to the test again. Oh, shoot. And cover these in fabric, do the same kind of little edge bias tape banding that I did on the doghouse. And more or less, I'm hoping that they're just friction fit and they can go up and give us some privacy and some shade on the front window and the back window. So I did get some kind of cool fabric, and I'm excited to show you that, but it will probably have to be tomorrow. I'll take you guys inside Harvey in a second and show you the plan for this, but we had liquid nails all ready to go, so I'm gonna liquid nails this thing together, throw some brads in it, and we're gonna have a little perfect box ready for our little perfect shelf. So we're gonna go inside in a second, and I'm gonna show you the whole purpose for this. But to understand that, I think we have to open this. This is what we bought. This is gonna be a storage solution / take up the dead space / fling open when we drive down the road sort of thing.
Oh, great.
It is a 3-tier, they call it a spice rack. But you want to get out the other tiers?
I would love to. It's got a safety cord attached. Oh, there we go.
Seriously? Comes with its own drawer slides. This is what it's going to look like. It's the next day. We're back out here. We've made some progress. So we've got the shelf assembled, and it's on this basically hollow looking box thing. You're not gonna see in here, this will go up against the cabinet, but we did add an extra slide here, and so it will have 2 points to slide on the actual side of the cabinet, and then the one on the other side too. And we're hopeful that it's gonna all work out perfectly. We've had a couple other projects going on.
I won't bore you with the details, but I did put the valve cover gaskets back on. I slather just the slightest bit of RTV on there. It is what it is at this point. If it doesn't work this time, I'm gonna have Christy do it next time.
Hey. Remember we talked about like covers for those windows? Custom blinds. These are the mullet version because party in the front, business up front, party in the rear. And it depends on your mood. If you want the fancy side in, or if you want to keep it, you know, pretty plain. So basically you saw me yesterday cut out that plastic. I just bought some curtain panels that matched our blanket drapes. And then this is the same drop cloth that we used, very cheap. Had a ton of it left over from when we did those other blinds. Sewed some of this stuff around, and the idea is they're just gonna kind of pressure fit in there. Haven't tried them out yet, but we're about to, and just need to wash the windows because they're kind of gross, and then we'll try these out. So what should we try first? These or the shelf?
Let's try those.
Okay.
And also, bonus news, Christy's got enough of that material left over that I may get a new shirt or pants for Christmas. Dad joke.
You and your jokes.
This guy.
All right, are we ready?
Let's do it.
What do you want? Party time or calm?
Party.
Party time?
Party time.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, wait. Oh, wait a minute.
Look at that.
Wait a minute. I didn't really plan for it to go in that channel like it does, but it does.
Boom.
You can see where I put duct tape on the... Oh, just ignore that.
Yeah.
We'll just use these at nighttime. There's another piece.
Don't point them out.
This is good. All right.
Very good.
So we'll try the front out when we get up there, but let's do that shelf thing.
Let's do it.
Wait, I'm gonna flip it around. I want to see how cool it looks or not from the back with party time.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that is so good.
That is cool.
That is great. Boy, oh boy. All right, so that thing is gonna go here. So we've got a little provision for the gray water. We're hoping we don't have to actually modify this shelf.
Here we go. Oh boy. I hope this works.
All right. Oh, getting there. Getting there. So we're not going to worry a ton about securing this box. We might, you know, shoot some screws or brads from the inside into it. But we do have screws all along both of these slides that should hold it pretty much in place. So, yeah, let's see if we can get it in.
Let's do it.
All right. Woo, there it is.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, nice.
that is good. Does it lock? Oh, yeah.
Right in place. How about this?
Let's
Still
see.
fit back there?
I hope so, because we didn't dress up that wall, and I don't think we're going to.
Yeah, you can only do so much.
Oh, it's perfect.
Next up, we're going to see if this trans cooler leaks or holds a transmission fluid.
You couldn't really hear me over the engine noise, but I checked the transmission cooler and everything was good. I didn't see any leaks there, so I moved on to the valve covers and everything was working well there too, no leaks. So at least we were making a little progress.
We're ready for the next step. We have got the doghouse ready to go and the cover is ready to go on. Christy's going to use some Velcro to attach it. Maybe we'll have to manipulate it a little bit, but I mean, it's pretty perfect, so what could go wrong?
Yeah, so I bought 30 feet hook and loop, came with these beauties. What could go wrong with those either? They didn't really work. But anyway, I don't know if it's 30 feet, like 15 and 15, because I used almost all of it. And I don't think I might have put 30, I put a lot. Hopefully never have to take it off. The one question mark is with the Velcro on here, there is insulation inside of this, but is it gonna get so hot that the glue is gonna wanna just melt away? We don't know. we're gonna see. So here we go. We might have a situation brewing. Our triumph is turning to tragedy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the dog cover can only go in one way just because it's such a tight fit, right? So, and now, okay, so it sneaks by, and then as we come forward with it, I can feel that it's physically getting tighter on what I imagine to be the valve covers that I have recently installed.
I could feel your soul coming out.
It's touching on both sides right now is what we're seeing.
Those, okay, let me bring over the old valve covers.
Oh yeah, this one's like angled right here.
Yes, yeah.
The other one's flat, so it would come out much farther over here.
Exactly.
Oh. We can't drive it with that doghouse off.
No, I know.
So we need to put these back on.
So you want those back on?
We don't have much of a choice if we need to go on vacation.
Okay, old valve covers it is.
We are switching gears. Tyler's back up in his nest. I'm gonna cut some trim to go around the ceiling, but check out this guy. Marker for scale. Ah!
This is how carpenters do it?
I think so.
I bet you can't guess what time it is. We're out here in the dark, but we wanted to finish up the trim work on the ceiling before we showed you the final product.
I got it painted. They're cut. Easy peasy. Pop, pop, pop. No issues.
Easy peasy.
And then
we've seen that before.
Yeah, so then you're gonna have to tackle the valve cover thing again. So that'll be probably morning.
Confidence.
It is a little wind out of your sails.
Oh, it's
moment.
devastating.
When your to-do list is almost done and then you're like undoing. But so we're gonna get this finished up tomorrow. I've got some cooking and whatnot. We've got a big day. Our little twinnies are 20 years old, which is insane. So we're gonna have a birthday shindig. So you can do valve covers while I do the prep.
Perfect. While you guys eat cake, I'll be doing valve covers.
And then we're gonna show you the final, well, mostly final product. We've got sheets. I washed the bedding. We're gonna get it all done up.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
All right. See you then.
All right. See you guys.
Christy and Ella did a ton of decorating, and so we're excited to show you the inside. So let's get to it. Surprisingly, stink bugs smell a little bit like cilantro. I happen to like cilantro, so now maybe I don't mind stink bug juice on my hands.
So here we are inside old Harvey. I'm going to give you the grand tour. We did promise macrame, so check out this owl. Is that not the coolest? But just overall, really homey, really cozy.
It's got a cool retro vibe to it, of course.
We washed the rug, got a little non-slip mat under there. Got some decorations over here. Oh yeah. And this could be for whatever we need to put in there as we're cooking. A couple things here. Check out the coat rack, hat, hooks, whatever. The new ladder,
I'm going up.
Such an improvement.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we might as well both go up there.
All right, here we go. Oh, that ladder is so much better.
It's so much better.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't hurt your feet. It feels sturdy. It's wider.
Right?
But look at the ceiling. All right, now you're the ceiling model. But from back here, we've got this. And then it just makes like the coziest little sleeping nook up here.
It does feel very nice.
And we're really keeping our fingers crossed that it stays up. All right, I'm on my way up. I just forgot to show this. Look at that. Oh, it can even pull out with the ladder there. Not that you probably would, but that's cool. And it really locks in. So great addition there with that. Tucks in nice. Here I come.
So we were going to take Harvey on a trip this last weekend, and it didn't quite work out. This coming weekend, we were going to go on another trip and take the Rambler, but the Rambler is not ready. So we focused our efforts on Harvey, and Harvey is ready to go, so he gets to go on the trip now. And we're excited. It should be a fun trip. We wanted to thank you guys for sticking around. It has been a wild ride with Harvey. Christy's got a lot done. I did some things.
A lot of times, though. You did one thing many times.
Right. That should count for something.
So if you're still here, thanks for sticking around. We hope you tune in next video for the Harvey camping trip. And if you haven't subscribed yet, we'd appreciate it if you do. And why does my hand look so big? Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
All right. See you guys.